Time for some serious monkey business.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Zidane, Tantalus, Thief. When he enters the battlefield, he temporarily takes control of an opponent's creature, giving it lifelink, haste, and untapping it. And at the end of your turn, when you give it back, you get a treasure token. Though you don't have to give it back because with Zidane, we're able to take the creature permanently, using cards like Cloud Shift to blink those cards and put them back under our control, or throw those cards at our opponent with Thud, or Fling, or Self-Destruct. And maybe the cards we're taking aren't the most powerful, but denying that ability to our opponent, or just taking away a blocker, or taking their biggest attacker, could be a great way to swing the game. And what goes great with an enter the battlefield on a commander? Well, other enter the battlefields, other blink spells. Maybe you want to blink your own creatures, get tons of enter the battlefield stuff. This is a Boros blink deck. You can blink every turn with cards like Nahiri's Resolve or Teleportation Circle. You can do clones of cards that get the enter the battlefield again, even allowing you to clone the cards that you steal with Zidane to make a temporary copy, or kill the original to the legend rule. And if that weren't enough, we have great enter the battlefield cards that act as removal for your opponent, ramp for us, or just a way to mess with our opponent's stack, like Stalwart Realm Warden. So let's take Zidane into the queue and start staging a friendly kidnapping. Hashaton, Scarab's Fist, going to be cheating creatures into play by making copies of them as they get discarded. It's very hard to interrupt because usually the discard is part of a cost. And then you just have to pay 3 mana. Unless you're countering abilities or killing Hashaton, things are happening. I do have a little bit of removal that I could use on Hashaton, or I could use it as a blink. I have a Johnny. I have something that gets me lands. I have a second land, sort of. I'm going to play this like this. Dauntless Shrine. And for 1 mana do they play? Ooh, removal. Inquisition of Kozilek. I'm probably going to see a Johnny go away. They could actually have Parting Gust, though. If they don't have ways to protect Hashaton, Protective Spells, Mother of Runes, or I guess the other one that's in Arena, they might go for that. All right, there we go. And I can go for definitely a land or any card. I would like any card. Ooh, Boros Charm. Indestructibility. Or Double Strike. Random stuff. Yeah, hopefully I can take a card from them with Zidane, though. Like, they're gonna make a 4/4 copy of something that's awesome, and I'm gonna borrow that copy. It would be nice. They're in Esper colors, though. Alright, so there is a free sacrificer there. Not a fan of seeing him here. If I wanted to make sure I was getting Zidane, I would have gone for the Ambitious Farmhand here. But I want to make sure if they do play Hashaton this turn, that he goes away. And I know about Parting Gust. If they don't play Hashaton, I'm going to get rid of Jace, because I also don't like Jace. I also don't like Psychic Frog. Wow, it's just like a menagerie of cards that I'm upset by. This is a bigger set than us. It can discard repeatedly, and it's also going to be able to grow and fly and do everything. Get out of here, Psychic Frog. I do have enough for Zidane here, but since I also have the Fling, I'd rather do Ambitious Farmhand. Find me a land. This one. Thank you. It has to be a basic Plains. Helpful Hunter, be a good kitty. Didn't they see that card in my hand? Or did I draw it after? I guess I drew it after. I'm giving my cat Double Strike so it can kill Jace. Didn't think that was gonna work, but it did. Here's Hashaton. They do not have a free discarder out, though. Thank goodness. until they play one right here. Yeah, it's kind of like a lot of moving pieces for a Hashaton. You have to have the good card that you want to make a copy of. You have to have the discarder. There's a discarder. And Hashaton. Also 3 mana, but 3 mana is easy. I can Zidane and grab him, but I can't kill him here, so I guess I'll wait. The cat knocked magic water onto Jace's spellbook. Well, Jace is like mind and memory magic, so I think what must have happened is the cat just distracted him while he was making an illusion, and the illusion punched himself in the face. So Hashaton, what monstrosity are you going to be making? Could fling him after the grab. With 1 more mana, I can next turn. Because I get the mana when he gets the card back, but that's at end of turn. I could fling Zidane at Hashaton after grabbing him, I guess. Is this the start of the hashing? The hash-slinging slasher? I know, he's a 5 mana uncommon. They discarded Hoarding Broodlord. Oh, Lord. That lets them tutor for something, and they do have 3 mana to use to cast those spells because they will be in exile. They could get a counter spell, so I can't Zidane. There is now a card in exile. Hashaton's attacking in. And my turn. Let's see if Zidane survives here. He resolved. I'll take that Hoarding Broodlord. I will go to combat and attack with Hoarding Broodlord. Deal my damage. And then fling the Broodlord at Hashaton. No more Hashaton. No more Broodlord. Hashaton is back. Hashaton is Lightning Bolt. Mana Drain? No! Mana Drain isn't real. The cat and the fish ran away together. Play him again, I dare you. The next one's not even a spell. By the way, I guess I actually should have retrieved the lightning bolt back into my hand. I forgot I could do that. I'm sorry I forgot. I understand sometimes I'm a fool. Call me out in the comments. No Hashaton, no problem. Keep swinging. Whatever, I'll play that. Empty-handed. I'm a Boros Blink deck with nothing to do. I have a very small amount of card draw in this deck. Why is Hashaton in the graveyard? Oh, my Spellbinder. I didn't want them to get 3 more mana. Well, great news. Wait, I need to see what was in exile. Please, can I see what was in exile? Nope, I guess it's a secret forever. Good news, I still win. GG. Sepharoth, Fabled Soldier. Sepharoth will be sacrificing things, killing things, gaining life, draining life, and perhaps turning into the one-winged angel. When he enters, he's able to sacrifice a creature to draw a card, and when creatures die, you get that Blood Artist effect. I've got 2 different 1-drops I can pick from, Esper Sentinel and Novice Inspector. I'm just going to start with this in case they have, I don't know, Cheap non-creature spells. You don't, right? Okay, Zulport Cutthroat, that's another Blood Artist type card. Make a clue. Use Elegant Parlor. I do kind of want Sun Titan, but I'm so far away from it. But it feels like it would be good against this deck. I'm gonna keep it. If they're killing a ton of my cheap creatures, I could just bring them back. I can also bring back my lands. Yep, Accursed Marauder. I'll drop the Novice Inspector, even though it's better at blocking. I want this Esper Sentinel out. Play the Windswept Heath and pass the turn. I could use Trumpeting Carnosaur's 3 damage ability here to, just as an example, kill Sepharoth. I was going to say, I could use it to kill a creature. That's the creature I want to kill. I'll just grab white mana. I have more red in hand. Sepharoth enters. With his sacrifice on the stack, I'm killing him. You're gone. Do you want to kill him anyway? Yeah! That means they don't get to gain the life off it. Like the 1 extra life. I just realized I don't have anything I really want to play here. Yay! Esper Sentinel, keep going, sweetie. If they play a larger creature, or if Sephiroth flips over, I have AON. This is another Drain effect. Marionette Apprentice. Zidane's now online, and I'm able to steal. But I want to wait until I have 1 more mana so I can steal and yeet. A good thud. A good kerchunk. I'm good. I'll take the damage. My Esper Sentinel is going to live forever! I just realized, like, I don't need to steal this. Like, yes, I get a squirrel. I don't need a squirrel. Sun Titan can be, like, huge and awesome. The 1/2 is back. Also, a 6/6 is back. Do I want a squirrel? I do like squirrels. Oh, well, they would have sacrificed it anyway before I could steal it. Oh, I drew a Vesper Sentinel. Nice. I have so much mana. They're a little struggling on mana right now because I've cut off a lot of their things. I have exiling removal. Exiling removal. Whatever this guy's doing. That treasure, though, that are up to 5 mana. They could replay Sepharoth. I will block and block. The board wipe time. Time for Damnation. Toxic Deluge. Ah, Deluge! And they can pay the 1. They also paid some life, but they had plenty of life to pay. Hovership with nothing to hit. Anyone with nobody to exile. I guess I'll draw a card and see if I get like a more proactive thing off my deck. Inimpakal, I'll take her. A Jet Medallion, discounting all their black spells. Fleshbad Marauder, R.I.P. Inimpakal. She's gone. Can I steal something yet? No. Okay, I'll hit the Apparition. You know what? I'm going to play AON. Unless this flips over, I feel like there's not going to be many creatures that have 4 or more power. 3 damage to face is 3 damage to face. Dollmaker I can use to blink a creature, exiling it and make a copy of. Which is actually really cool with Zidane, because I can steal a thing, exile it, and then have the copy just for me. Oh, hello, Lord Skitter. Makes a rat. Exiles, I assume, the Sun Titan. I don't really have that much reanimation in my deck other than Sun Titan. I thought about putting Phoenix in this deck. Joshua Phoenix's dominant from Final Fantasy 16. It was just like a little slow, so I took it out. Open the graves. Non-tokens creatures they control die. They make a zombie. That's cool. Things aren't going to die unless you have the Phyrexian Tower up, which you don't. Lord Skitter. Make a rat. I will exile the Accursed Marauder from your graveyard. We're going to swing in with all of these. Boom, boom, pow. And I could use Thud, but I want to do the thing I just talked about. I'm going to exile Lord Skitter and make a token copy of it, which sticks around for me. Now I am the one with rats. Bolus's Citadel, they can now cast off the top of their deck at the cost of life. That's 2 life, and it will make them lose more life at the start of the turn. 1 life for a Shambling Ghast. Another for Forsaken Miner. It cannot block, but it is part of some combos with Sepharoth. Zodiark! Oh, we have to sacrifice half the non-god creatures we have. The rat. Eowyn. Zidane. And they get a zombie. Hover ship. I'm going to florp it up. And I guess I could Thud to win. I guess I could have also, like, Zidane and stole Zodiark for the win. GG. Vivvie is going to be casting spells, getting huge, and dealing direct damage to me. Also, should be my buddy. I'm Zidane. Come on, you're part of my party. Or not. I apparently just couldn't find fixing in my hands. That's fine. I have some removal. I have some card draw. I have some blink / removal. It's cool because it's both. And they surveil. Oh, good! My other color! I'm very happy that now I have red mana. I'll use this Welcoming Vampire. Hopefully it does not get mana drained here or anything like that. Sternly Scolded. Okay, it does have a power or toughness of 2 or less, so it goes to the graveyard. Oh, hopefully this isn't just all counter spells on Vivvie. That would be pretty boring. You didn't crack open your Misty Rainforest. I guess they are just holding out. I'll use Solemn Simulacrum to try to get a land. You're not going to counter this one too, are you? He's just a sad robot. Yay! It resolved. I have lands. I have more lands than they do. Brainstorm. Okay, so I think they're brainstorm fetching here. Makes sense. They got 2 different fetch lands out. I'm surprised they didn't use this though after the Stern Scolding. Maybe they forgot. Or maybe they were just setting up for this. They put what they don't want back into their deck, and then they shuffle it all up. Nice Ishtola. She's cool. Using that Misty Rainforest to start. You're saying Zidane's cool, but between Garnet, Vivvie, and Kuja, can you give them any challenge at all in coolness? No. But I already built those commanders. Zidane came later. Oh, okay, Mystic Sanctuary. Are you gonna bring back Stern Scolding? It doesn't hit my commander. Oh, Chromatic Star. They have another mana to work with if they want to. You playing Cheerios, Vivvie? Brainstorm. I'll just have to kill Vivvie next turn. While they're tapped out, I will at least try to kill him. He's too big to die to Fury, so it's going to have to be Get Lost or Parting Gust. I mean, let's go, Glamers. I will exile this and kill this. It is, in fact, the largest power on the battlefield. And now it's gone. This will come back. I can get, I guess, another red source. It doesn't matter too much to me if I get red or not. It's like I have more white stuff in my hand, but I want to make sure I have a pretty balanced availability of mana. Command Beacon. Okay, they can avoid command tax once. I'll attack in with the Solemn Simulacrum. Looking at what's in my graveyard. I could try to Sun Titan. It's a little, like, risky again. I'm always afraid of mana drains. Invert Polarity, they're going to steal it! Or attempt to. It just gets countered. I love Invert Polarity. Rip Sun Titan. No welcoming vampires for me. So they did end up using this command beacon. Vivvie's back. How big are you gonna make Vivvie? You have 1 mana up right now. I saw you look at your graveyard. Ah, for Treasure Cruise. So they're casting an 8 mana spell for 1 mana. They now still have 1 mana up. If they play a land, it could be 2 mana. Maybe more. You have 8 cards in hand. How are none of them lands? Come on. No, one of them's gotta be a land. There we go. It's Polluted Delta. They still have not gotten their shock land. But I'm not sure how much damage they're willing to burn here. Also not sure how big they want that Vivvie to get. Probably real big. I'm gonna try to kill him. I'm not gonna risk the Fury on that, because I feel like if it casts any spell, he gets bigger. Look, you can use these to make him bigger later, but he costs you 5 mana. I'll play Teleportation Circle, so I have some blinks. Yeah, be active treasoning Vivvie. If he's already huge, could be good. But otherwise, I'm probably not doing it. Oh, Lightning Bolt. Okay. I have nothing to blink. Ooh, another blink engine. Eternal Wanderer. You can hit artifacts too, right? Yep. Mistrise Village can make things uncounterable. I don't have any counter spells in my deck. Just gonna do everything at instant speed. This is not really what I want to be blinking. If they go to remove this, I could put it back in my hand. They are drawing cards. Well, they're seeking cards. They get 3 non-lands in hand, and now all 9 cards in their hand cost 1 mana less. I didn't put this song on purpose. No, there's 726 songs on shuffle, and this one just happened to play here. Have a fish. They're memory lapsing my cool fish. Okay. Wow, they made their Chrome Mox cost less mana. Oh, wait. That doesn't do anything. Are you going? Yeah, for smart command. Did I still have 3 mana left? Yep. Well, 4 with the treasure. Maybe more with the treasure. Please. We were going to be friends. Debatably. Part of why I have Sun Pearl Kieran in this deck, by the way, is not to recur my enter the battlefield abilities, but to take a card and put it back into my opponent's deck. Or, like, into their hand. Oh, Snapcaster? What are you snapping back? Do you have enough for Discover again? No, you have 3 mana. Treasure Cruise? Alright. Yeah, like, make them have to cast it again if it's just, like, a big on-attack creature. If it works, it works. You have 3 mana left. Time to cast. They're cruising. Using up that mana. Oh, they actually left 1 red. Arcane Signet, turning mana into more mana. Come on, Zidane. Come on. Let's just bring our friend over here. I'm doing nothing nefarious with him. We're just hanging out. You're stifling it. This is a bummer. Whatever. Teleportation circle, blink him. I'm putting a stop here because I have to do all of this manually. Vivvie! Yay! Sure, why not? I'm not using the mana for anything. Put it back in their hand. They belong together, bro! Please. So unfortunately, Vivvie only casts 3 mana for them to redo. They have more cards in hand. They can also use those maps to try to get a little bit more power running. What's on top of the deck? Okay, a land. Field of Ruin. I wanted to, like, steal it, use the mana, and then, like, Eternal Wanderer sacrifice it, too. It would have been sweet. To me. I have 8 damage if I Fury and then blink it. Oh, okay. That feels aggressive. They slice Zidane. I mean, he's an enter the battlefield, so... maybe I can use him to steal again. They have a wash away on top of the deck. Okay, noted. They can wash Zidane. He looks stinky. I bet he needs to be washed. Do you dig it? Yes, I do. Yeah, they sure did leave up 1 blue mana. Gee. I wonder what that could be for. Couldn't possibly be for him, right? I'm gonna go for hard casting Fury. Spreading the love between these two. Guess in combat I'll swing. And Blinking Fury. to kill the Vivvie. And if you try to stop it, I am going to give you a fish. It's the beginning of next end step, so blinking my own fury in response wouldn't work. You already used Stifle. I told you, dog! I told you about the fish. I blink Fury and kill the fish. Which Final Fantasy protagonist needs a bath the most, and why is it Zell? I think it's probably like Van or Zidane. I don't know. I think it's the abs outlook to me just says I haven't showered in a week. It's a grilled fish. Grilled fish. I can use some grilled fish. Sounds good. If I use Eternal Wanderer to blink their commander, it comes back in their end step, so they're not able to use it. All blonde boys need baths. Yes. Charming Prince. Okay, I'll take that. That said, though, they do have a counter spell. They can counter whatever. I'll start by swinging in. Hey, Scraps. She's, wandering around. Hey, girl. Oh, cool. I don't think they have a way to stop me from blinking Fury. Did I have fun? Yeah, I had fun. I got to hang out with my bud. Tatiova, Benthic, Druid. Landfall draws you a card, gains you a life. I have a Boros Charm early. That's not super helpful. Maybe I'll draw something else early. And if not, turn 3, I got Spellbinders and I got Recruiters. I think that it's better for me to mulligan here, though. Trying to look for early removal to try to slow down Tatiova. She's going to be ramping and then drawing a ton of cards. Yeah, we're both 5 mana uncommon commanders. Mulligan. This is all red mana. Otherwise, this would be pretty good. And a double mulligan. I'll keep this. I don't really need Thud and Self-Destruct. Those are kind of 2 of the same card. So I'll throw 1 back. And again, I don't have anything really until turn 3. Oh, a card before turn 3! It's my Ambitious Farmhand. It's an uncommon situation. Oh, to have 2 uncommon commanders? Yes. I could just put Flage into the graveyard, but I'm going to keep it so I have some removal here. Lotus Cobra. I can't kill it right now. Hopefully in the future I can. Ambitious Farmhand. Yes, I'd like a Plains. In next turn, I'll try to use Flage to kill this, though they might get Tatiova out. Or I could Bud my Farmhand into the snake. Oh, nope, that's going to be 2 more lands. 1 in hand, 1 in play. Boop. I'll swing in for 1. And then I'll kill the snake. Landfall, having these mana enablers, like, you gotta get rid of these mana thingies. Because the mana gets the more mana, gets the more mana, gets the more mana. Mythweaver Pock, speaking of mana, that gets you more mana, that gets you more mana, that gets you more mana. It doubles their lands. I think I'll use Roaming Throne and I'll name Human. Oh, hello, Scraps. My cat just came in. What's up, girl? I heard you make a weird sound. What was it? Oh, you brought me a toy! Sort of. You brought me a sunglasses case. Thank you, sweetie. You want to come up on the desk? Yeah, here. I'll move the mic up. My cat wants to say hi. I don't quite have enough mana to steal both and Thud to win. I can active treason and gain a ton of life though, which sounds pretty good. And then next turn I can Resto Angel Zidane in order to do it again and Thud. Okay, awesome. We get double triggers from that, so that's treasure, 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 treasure. Technically, I could, like, Restoration Angel on this turn if they are doing something truly terrifying. Zidane and Roning Throne is so hot. Primeval Titan. I can't really stop that. It's like I could steal the Pawk in response, but it's so much better for me to do this and end the game on their turn. How much is Scrap shedding? She's mostly done with shedding for the year because it's already like 95 out. It's summertime, y'all. Happy summertime. Happy Tatiova time. So whatever land they get, they're getting 2 of because Pawk. And they're also going to get a bunch of beasts. Because how it is. It is what it is. Yep. Lands, lands, lands. Lands, lands, lands. Oh, and they come in untapped, too. Yeah, they would. Well, one of them does. As long as this swing isn't enough to kill me, I don't need to block. 12, 18 damage. 18 does not kill me. So I'm a little worried about counter spells. Do I have enough mana to Stalwart Realm Warden first? I do. I'm going to play Stalwart Realm Warden. It's going to tax their next non-creature spell by 4 mana. It's a human. For anybody wondering, why is that happening? I should have held the land until after, because I am stealing the Pawk. But I guess I'm going to get lands off prime time. I blink Zidane. Yes, please. He re-enters. And he says, ooh, mommy. Give me those cards. They make more beasts. The best beast you've ever been. Yeah, you have a lot of beast tokens. I'm picking up on that, yes. Do I swing in with Throne? I don't think it really makes a difference. I'm planning on, like, flinging Pawk. Alright, let's get some lands that could be useful untapped. Let's go Arena of Glory. Oh yeah, I, like, don't have creature lands in this deck. Let's go Command Tower. Oh, it already triggered for them. That's why it didn't trigger for me. That's fine. So they're blocking some of the damage. But it's not going to be, it's not going to be lethal with me flinging this. Still pretty good. I have 3 damage I can deal to a creature. I wasn't able to do that and then do this, because this is Thud, not Fling, so it's sorcery speed. Hi, Tatiova. Great news. Tatiova does die to this. And I have a flyer. Also 31 life. Also Flage, which can hit you in the face. Am I good? Remember, their non-creature spells cost 4 more because of the double trigger. Druid, you get a scoot, you get a beast. They swing in. They'll get more scoots. They'll get more beasts. How much damage is that? Is this 6 times 4? Is that 24? 30? 36? Okay, I will double block Primetime. Life gain happens. Damage happens. And I live! Do you have a way to stop Resto Angel from swinging in? Or Flayed from just hitting you in the face? You sure don't! GG, Tatiova. Tamiyo, Inquisitive Student. She's gonna be flipping over whenever they draw their 3rd card in a turn. She also attacks in and makes clues to help you easily get to those 3rd draws. I very unfortunately don't have a way to remove her with this hand until I get another red source. But I do have a way to be a bother, a pest, because typically these Tamiyo decks are, all counter spells, sometimes with a couple other supplementing cards that are good in that archetype. She's a pain, and she protects herself very well for what she's doing. Make sure I get myself a red source here. Just get a plain one. And I could go for Felia at instant speed, or just play this ambitious farm hand. I'll play the Felia on their turn. Yes, they have a Brawl to discount their counterspells. I'll play Felia. Strict Serenade. Okay. Do you pay the 1? They counterspell, so they get to draw and discard. That is their 2nd draw this turn, notably. Felia would have been cute with Spellbinder. If I had a Felia, I will go for the double block on Brawl. Call it a trauma response. Trading a good 1-drop for an obnoxious 2-drop. They get a tapped land. I could go for 2 spells, but I think I'd rather just get the Spellbinder out. Makes them less likely to want to attack in and gives me a way to potentially kill it. All right, let's see. In their hand, they have a counterspell, ramp, draw, and sort of removal. They don't actually have the triple blue for that yet. They can get it from this. I'm going to tax the counterspell and swing in for 2. Once she flips over, this is part of what I think is so devastating about this card. It is a 1-mana card. It easily flips over into a 2-loyalty Planeswalker that +2s and reduces your damage from every single creature. Meaning she's at 4 loyalty at 1 mana and reduces all your damage. She is so difficult to get out of play unless you have specific kill a Planeswalker cards, which are hard to use when someone, Tamiyo, keeps countering them. I finally got a way to kill her. Did you use both of my white mana? Game? I wanted to play Novice Inspector. Fine. I don't think they'll have that many creatures for me to thud anyway. Yeah, if I had exiled the Lorien, they couldn't use it to land cycle. Ottoman Tapperston, frequently a problem. That's fine. I'm unsure why it left up the arena and mountain. I can't see my lands very well, by the way. My cat is in the way. You're noticing that I'm doing this a lot. It's because my cat is sitting here being very, very cute. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. He's like, I'm not. Wait, yes, I am. Novice Inspector. Do you want to counter it? It's really not worth countering. I will... No. Crack this open, leaving open colors of all varieties. Cool, Witch Enchanter. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I could activate my Exert Land and not cast a spell in my hand. Cool. Scraps, how are you doing? Chat's asking, how are you doing, Scraps? Mark wants to know how you're doing. How's your day, little cat? Is it good? Have you had a good day, Scraps? She's had a good day. Considering that it's super hot out and she's in a nice air-conditioned apartment, I think she's doing all right. It's about 80 in this room right now. 80 and 48% humidity. Thanks, weird little thing. I guess I could take that. I'd rather use Nahiri's Resolve. Nahiri's Resolve, if it resolves, will give my creatures a buff and let me blink my creatures for more fun and more damage. Is this getting mana drained? Counterspelled? Commandeered! Oh dear. Well, that makes my whole attack not work. They can also, I guess, blink Oracle of the Alpha. Commandeer steals on the stack, so unfortunately it wouldn't have triggered Zidane. I've given them more power. Tamiyo's going to have a knife. She's going to be a 1/3. Then blinking Oracle. It could be bad. Okay, they got a Mox Jet. But if they blink it, they don't have a blocker. I can destroy it with Witch Enchanter, but I want to steal. Do you blink it? Okay, they do not have that out. They do have Archmage's Charm ready to go. I'm going to try to use Witch Enchanter to destroy the Resolve. Try. It's going to get commandeered. Or, sorry, Archmage is charmed. Okay. I accept this is truth. I go to combat. I swing in. Once combat damage is dealt. I would like to free my businessman. And see what you got in hand. Okay, Thieving Haven. Get out of here. Crime Bird. Oracle of the Alpha. Can you contend with my elite Spellbinder? Finally, he's been freed from his mundane job. Yeah, he's no longer a legitimate business person. They play Thieving Haven. It does have haste. If it hits me, they get to steal a spell. Many of my spells do cost 1 or 2 mana because they're blinks and blinkables. Thieving Haven is such a good card. It should not be a 1/4. It should be like a 1/1. Especially because it's an uncommon... It's like a pushed Thief of Sanity. He's an illegitimate business person. He is. They blinked the Mox Jet? I would love to actually get to play my commander and not have him get destroyed. So I could have done, like, flip the Ambitious Farmhand and rip something apart. But as many of you know about me, I like to steal. I can steal this, get the Scry. Steal this just kind of forces them to block it. And also means that they'll have a worse block on that. Everybody in. What you got? Trading with Zidane. So I guess I don't get the treasure. Oh, and they die. I like the part where they die. GG. Kuja Genome Sorcerer. Well, this is thematic. Zidane versus Kuja? Perfect. And if they flip over, it's like the final boss. He's going to cast Ultima and try to win the game. So I've got, I guess, Zidane and other Zidane, who is actually Ragavan. I crafted this version just for this deck because I needed to. Because truly, he is a monkey pirate. Saying hello. Hi. He's a monkey pirate and not a human mutant scout. I think, honestly, they could have made him a rogue instead of a scout. I get what they were doing, though. I should say what Kuja does. Right. Kuja is wizards. And spells to trigger those wizards. At their end step, Kuja will be making wizard tokens. These are the black mage constructs. And these tokens, can I bring them up? There we go. Are going to deal 1 damage whenever they cast a non-creature spell. If they get 4 wizards in end step, they also get Trance Kuja, which doubles the damage from their wizards. My deck was built with a lot of cheap, fast removal, some ramp, and just a few cards that cantrip. So you can go 1 for 1, toe-to-toe, wizard for wizard. Alright, I got rid of my monkey. What a shame to rid a man of their monkey. I don't want to blink Lavamancer because it goes back under its owner's control. I do have some blinks that go back under my control, which is important with Zidane. I don't have anything really to blink. I guess I'll play Arcane Signet. Swing in. And blink my Signets just so she gets a +1/+1 counter. What's Kuja's stat line? 4/6 and 3/4. Okay, so Eowyn can only exile the backside of Kuja, Trance Kuja. I do have 2 creatures in a graveyard, though, which means I could deal 2 damage with Grim Lavamancer. Hi, Kuja. You made a wizard! I think the right move is to just exile Kuja and not steal it for no particular reason. So I'm going to Solitude, I'm not giving it haste, exile Kuja, and then use this wizard to ping this. If I do happen to get, like, Flage, that is using at my graveyard as removal, but still pretty nice. Traps, you're making me so itchy. But you're such a good girl. She's staring right at chat, by the way. She's, like, judging all of you for everything you say. Scraps, why are you doing that? Why are you so judgy? Use the wizard to destroy the wizards. Okay. That was a Molten Collapse. I don't have anything to hit with Eowyn. I really don't want to use her if she's not getting value. Same with Zidane. Like, this is at least 3 damage to face. I want to see what's on top of my deck. It's a Plains. I put that in the graveyard, and I'm going to use Wizard Blast Attack. Maybe I should just let Kuja flip, even though a flipped Kuja kills you so fast. Zidane, I want you to come out here and borrow Kuja so I get a wizard. Excellent. I have wizard tokens now. I don't have that many non-creature spells. Most of them blink things. But I do have some. Some of them are removal. Don't bite me, girl. Arcane Bombardment. Hold up. This might be my deck. Yeah, this could definitely be my Kuja deck. I say that because my Kuja deck is very much running Arcane Bombardment because it's one of the few things that lets you cast and recast, but it's also like a big jank enchantment. So not everybody's into it. So they're using Cling to Dust to set up their graveyard just exactly how they need it for Arcane Bombardment. And swing in. They get a token! I get... Oh, that's perfect. Chat, who up Final Fantasying their 9? Apparently it's me. I'll name human. Oh, I just realized I could have Zidaned there. I didn't realize I had that much mana. Just borrowing him for later. They hit, they flip, and now Aowen can hopefully remove Transkuja, giving me protection from the colors of their deck. Nice. I have 6 mana left. Oh, just the legendaries get protection. Good enough for me. Brutal Cathar, come on out and exile Wizard Token. Wizard Token, fine. You get to attack into. Bye, Scraps. Yes, I love you very much. I am going to have both of us draw. Okay, it was a land. Play it right away. Bombard this. Slickshot Show-Off can do a ton of damage. But only if they're the Storm build. And I'm pretty sure this is my Kuja deck. The video for it released today. So it's totally likely that they were like, yeah, I'll take this person's deck list as a starting point for my own. It's a good way to do deck building. Hell yeah, black market connections. It's like shot's getting pretty big. And not attacking in, it has to block. Or it needs to come hang out with me. I guess I should have used that for more damage. Slick shot show off. You work for me now. We both draw. Oh, hey, Elishnorn. Yeah, I needed to attack with Zidane. I didn't remember to give him haste, though. Zidane gives back the Slick Shot Show-Off. And Black Market Connections kills them, because they made a Wizard token. GG, Kuja. Also, bye, Scraps. Tergrid, God of Fright. Is poor Whittle Zidane really so scary that you're matching him into Tergrid? Fine. Okay. It's Tergrid. So Tergrid is going to be stealing things that I discard. Things that I sacrifice, which is actually something I do a little bit in my deck. And she'll be causing some general trouble for me. Thankfully, I have a very troublesome card to start the game. It is a Johnny. You're going to see him show up a lot in this video, I think. Because he's been in like half my opening hands.
Where shall we hunt today?
Chat saying, I have an 85% win rate with this deck. Okay, well maybe that's why it's like, alright, we gotta figure out where we're putting this guy. Zidane's done a little for me, but it's really just been Boros Blink cards being good. Wow, this person's hitting a Tergrid. Usually lots of like discard and mono black control spells in here. They cut down a Johnny. Rip. Oh, and now I draw the flicker. That's okay. My thoughts! They're seizing them! By Fateful Absence. Next turn, I should be able to play Zidane. But if they don't play any creatures, then that's probably not what I'm doing. Okay, human. And to keep swinging in. I really don't want to be playing Zidane. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's something steal. Wait, they're going to sacrifice it. Are you going to sacrifice it to its own ability? Because otherwise I'm going to do that. Wait, really? Alrighty then. Zidane, take Rankle. Thank you. Swinging with all of these. Cool. Discard, sacrifice, draw. Discard, sacrifice. And draw. At 5 mana, you can play Tergrid. You're at 5 mana. I can steal Tergrid. And I'm going to use this fetch land while she's under my control. Because otherwise she steals it. I'll take that. Hey. Sorry, ma'am. They're lands. Okay, Plague Crafter. I'm gonna sacrifice Cat Warrior token because you don't get it. Because it's a token. And I'll tell her to get lost. Get out of here, lady. And swing in for 3. They can play her again. And they crack open a map, finding Keeley Archive. So Resto Angel works very nicely with both Zidane and the things that Zidane steals. I'm going to blink him. And I'm going to take Tergrid and swing her right back at them. GG. The Scarab God is going to be reanimating creatures for 4 mana, turning them into zombies. I have a blink, removal, and no blinkables here, which is a little bit awkward. I guess I'll keep it. Like, it's good removal. And I can use Charming Prince just to scry. I'll also need to save some exiling removal if I can for Scarab God. So I'm able to put it back into their hand. I would like to scry too. These are more blinkers. I have a blinkable now, but not what I crave. Some Scarab God decks, by the way, are just like control. Just purely control decks. They kill and counter your spells, and then when they're in your creatures are in the graveyard, they reanimate them. Because they can. Arcane Signet! I will try to remove it. Use Skyclave Apparition. Mana Drain? Counterspell. Okay. There it goes. Charming Prince swings in for 2. Solemn Simulacrum. Sure, that's in my deck too. Classic commander card. Gets you a land. Why would you bog? Don't you want to take things out of my graveyard? Why are they bogging? Tube bogging. Use Curse of Silence to curse the Scarab God. There it is. Go to combat and swing the Charming Prince. Works for me. I want them to have to tap out if they want to play Scarab God this turn. And then I will Swords to Plowshares it. Sword it. It's a lot of mana. That is 7 mana. A Yara. Okay, that's able to sacrifice black creatures. Have I considered building Kina? Yeah, she's kind of like a fairer, more like narrow Chatterfang. She would not make a frog commander, no. Her ability with frogs is not good for the frogs. It's actively very bad for the frogs. Okay. Gonna make my act of treason a little less good. It's hard to have a proactive sacrifice outlet in these colors. There's a couple available. This is really the only one I'm running. Black market connection. And a bandit's hall. They will be committing crimes. I guess I'll play Elish Norn. Actually, it's not Elish Norn. It's Bird Token. Sure. They did not make a token for the creatures. They just did the other things. Okay. Guess I'll swing in. Zidane doesn't do anything if there's no creatures to steal. Notably, if they try to steal my permanents from the board, like if they, I don't know, mass manipulation something, I do still get treasures off that ability. I will sacrifice Curse of Silence here. And they do have enough mana to grab a creature. And if I were them, the creature I would be trying to get is Elish Norn. So we're going to play Aowen. They're going to grab Elish Norn. Elish Norn comes out. I remove Elish Norn. And then remove Scarab God. Okay, Cyclonic Rift in response on Aowen? The exile still happens, but I guess that's 3 less damage I'm getting in this turn. They're gonna pay some life, lose some life. Still not making tokens. A shame. They're paying life for a fetch land, though. Hello, Scarab God. Welcome back. I'll surveil. I'd love to get to win off Fling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll put that in the graveyard. I'll go for Aowen again. Exiling the Scarab God. Would you like to reanimate something? I will still have protection from blue and black, which this is, I believe, a black token. Oh no, I guess if the ability doesn't resolve, that doesn't happen. That's fine. I swing in. They have to block Aowen. And we're gonna do a little bit of that fling thing. Fling thing? It's hard for me to say, but I said it anyway. GG, Scarab God. Lumbra, Bellow of the Woods, will be self-milling, putting all the lands in their graveyard back into play. There's even ways to make those come in untapped. I've got a nice start here with Felia, a Johnny, and Fury, though no way to cheat it out. I don't have any red spells here. They're saying, hey, hi. There's a red spell. That'll work. sort of. It's also a land, but in this case, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use this to bring out Fury. And Fury's nice because it can remove my opponent's stuff, but it can also be used to take out a Johnny's token sibling, which is kind of a cruel thing to do, but it also works out really well. I will just sit here, planning on flashing out Felia. Poor Johnny's brother. A Johnny's brother token gets a lot of removal. Layer of cultivation. Okay, they're just ramping. They ramp, they ramp, they ramp. And based on that, I'll play a cat.
Fight beside me, brother.
And I'm going to blink a Johnny just to get another token. And play this as a land. I don't need to go for the flip here.
It's not perfect.
So long as they're not playing anything, I can just keep going. Is it Johnny Scar from Lion King? No! He was like an outcast, I think, from his tribe. Is it time for 6th mana Lumbra? Big Bear? They haven't sacrificed any lands yet. Usually there's lots of, like, landfall and fetch lands. The way I play him, he's kind of like Scar. Because I play him and then I traumatize him by killing his brother. It's not him who kills the brother, it's me who kills the brother. We're 3 hyenas shy. Is hyena a creature type in Magic? Scryfall, show me the hyenas. Yes, hyena is a type for gibbering hyenas, hyena pack, hyena umbra, and laughing hyena. Well, hyena umbra doesn't have the type, but it's depicted on there. Oh, I should have played Helpful Hunter first, since I'm not planning on blinking a Johnny here. Using Felia. And Fury. Deal 3 to one target and 1 to the other. Killing a cat, flipping a Johnny. And they'll be able to replay Lumbra since she does refund part of her cost. But she defends... or she attacks a little slower than we'll be defending here. Unless they get her trample. She doesn't normally have trample. Is it time for Lumbra? Is it Lumbra time? I could always steal Lumbra. She won't be as big for me, but still pretty good. Oh, a Blossoming Tortoise! I wouldn't mind borrowing that for a turn. What did you mill? No lands. But they had already gotten all their lands out. Okay, I'm going to kill Wilderness Reclamation. I have no idea what gets used in this deck with Wilderness Reclamation, but the fact that they have it scares me. And I'll make sure I use my fetch land first so the Blossoming Tortoise will hit. Thank you. You made it bigger for me. Ooh, I could also kill it with the Glamours. Let's go, Glamours. I'll borrow this tortoise. Don't mind me. And I could deal 6 to face. That seems good, to bring them down to 2. Otherwise, I could kill the tortoise. I just saw my cat come in here. Where'd you go? Scraps? Okay. She walked in, I guess made a little turnaround around my chair, and then walked out. I guess they had, Lair of the Hydra is a use for it. Maybe they have some cool big instants. Maybe they have decisions to make. They can gain some life off Disciple of Freyalise. Flash Vivian. Ooh, Flash Vivian's a good one. Plenty of ways to reuse your mana, but usually at sorcery speed for green. Alright, well, maybe they're just giving up. Or just deep in thoughts. Come on, Lumbra. What have you got for me and my monkey? Court of Calling, Coco stuff. Yeah, all possible. I block with Zidane. He doesn't need to live. Boop, boop. We block. They die. Did they fail to mill lands again? Yeah, they sure did. Yep, Zidane is sometimes better off dead. Right now, the blink spell I have in my hand cannot blink Zidane at instant speed to just, like, have him go away, come back right away. This is the delayed blink, but it's a very flexible blink for other cards. It's also removal sometimes. Is Final Fantasy IX my favorite? No, but it is turning 25 years old this week. Happy 25th birthday, Zidane, assuming he was 0 years old when the game came out. Yeah, the game came out on July 7th, 25 years ago. So we're celebrating Zidane's birthday. Actually, he's a character in a JRPG. He probably has a birthday. One second. Zidane tribal birthday. Apparently, it's not known. He's just born in September, which is the 9th month. Yeah, he's a pod baby. He's a creation. Final Fantasy IX is your favorite? Nice. I didn't actually play it. I watched a brother's friends play it. So, one of my friends has an older brother. I have an older brother. Our brothers were friends, and I was friends with the sister. And all 4 of us went over to watch the game get played. Because that's what you did back in the day. You would go watch people play video games. Okay, so they have, like, Nature's Rhythm, so I imagine they do have other tutoring spells. Okay, Archdruid's Charm. They did not choose to kill a thing. They just got a land. September 9th. Yeah, making the character who's the protagonist of the 9th Final Fantasy game be born on September 9th would be very on the nose of them. Yeah, I like to watch people play video games. Unless it's my opponent, who just keeps taking game actions and not doing anything. Give me that bear. There we go. They were looking for a way to win. They didn't find one. Or a way to not lose. They didn't find one. GG, Lumbra. Corvald, Fey Cursed King. Wow, this Johnny shows up in so many of my opening hands. Whenever they sacrifice a permanent, they'll be drawing a card, and Corvald will get bigger. They also have to sacrifice whenever he enters or attacks. Though, like, small price to pay, lots of things to sacrifice, lots of cards to draw. Behold the plains. Yeah, he has to or he gets to sacrifice. He gets to sacrifice. Professor Catface Meowers just wants to hang. They got some ramp. And I also have ramp available, but I'm going to be playing a Johnny. Card good.
Nothing is more important than family.
As somebody in chat was saying that they liked that some of the reprinted cards from the Final Fantasy bonus sheet, that's the Through the Ages sheet, were making Brawl closer to Dual Commander. Specifically, they mentioned Thrasios and Vile Smasher. But I have to say, that's not how those work. It's not how it goes. In Dual Commander, you have a Thrasios, you have a Vile Smasher, you can only play one of them. The other one, gone forever. Once you cast the first one, the other one's gone. In Brawl, however, which is a lawless wasteland of no bans, you just get hand advantage, which is terrible. It's the worst part of partners. Ooh, Chthonian Nightmare. Nice. That's going to let them sacrifice creatures to bring things back from the grave. I'm actually a really big fan of the way that the card's design works. I'll attack in with this. Just can't bring back lands, though. Too bad. They've got 5 mana here. It's Corvald time. Sacrificing, I assume, the Florahedron. It is a worse mana-producing creature than this. And I'll play this Sun Pearl Kirin to put this Recruiter of the Guard back in my hand. I guess I'll start bilging. I'll kill the Delighted Halfling. I could have also, like, attacked in, tried to get them to block. I don't think it would have worked. But what I really want to do, because Zidane is in active treason, is I want to take a big Corvald, turn it around, and smash it into them. Yeah, I would be perfectly fine if they did things to help align Brawl with Dual Commander. Things like banning Mana Drain. Things like banning Mana Drain Wizards of the Coast. Also, like, Ragavan as commander. Sure, there's lots of cards that are just kind of unfun, and Wizards of the Coast will say stuff like, yeah, we adjust the matchmaking through our, like, currently available things. Okay, cool. You could do a better job of it, and I know you could. It's like banned as commander. People would understand banned as commander. Do I think they'll have lethal next turn? Probably not. Yeah, and I believe this guy is also banned as commander in Dual Commander. Nadu was banned super fast as commander. And they have the ability to rebalance cards in Brawl to make them less oppressive, so you could keep them as commander. However, they don't do that. They just change their matchmaking, which oftentimes results in, like, decks that just can't see play anymore because they're too strong or too weak, depending on where they are. Like, some cards are too strong for the low matchmaking, but too weak for their higher matchmaking. Alright, what are you gonna do with all that mana? This is why I didn't leave back the Kirin, because it's like, they could get lethal. I'm not sure if they're gonna get there. It'd be kind of rad if they do. Okay, Reckless Barbarian. That's another damage. And remember, when they attack, they can sacrifice a land, so that's going to be at least one more. They have to get him up to 19, or if they have, like, a fling. Underworld Breach. Oh god, Underworld Breach with Reckless Barbarian. They can do that, what, 4 times? I'm gonna eat this clementine slice. I believe in you, opponent! I attacked because I needed to see it happen. Okay, they have 7 cards in graveyard. And a bunch of them self-sacrifice. It's up to 12! They can get rid of my Signet, too, so I have, like, no chance of grabbing Zidane and eating Corvald. Which is kind of a bummer, because I really want to do it. They cut down Anna Pakal? Oh, okay. Spikefield Hazard on the Kieran. This gets sacrificed on its own, but they could sacrifice it to Corvald. They swing in, munch up that Underworld Breach. Please let it be a land. Just land off the top. It would be so good. It would be so good to have a land. Untapped land. Please. Thank you. Zidane. Corvald. Attack with everything. Actually, wait. Let me double check. 14, 15, 16. He can't eat himself. He doesn't know how to eat himself. One isn't 0. Well, I tried. I know, I tried to judge them out. That was just short. Okay, well, that's a good game. I do not have Swords to Plowshares in hand, but they don't know that. Maybe. I promise I don't have Swords to Plowshares. Nor do I have Ephemerate, which I could use to flicker Zidane and just put that back over here. Don't have it. They're trying to make sure, make absolutely sure that no matter what happens, they're killing me. No, I do have 1 mana blinks for Zidane. Just not in hand. Corvald swings in. He's a 15-15. And it happens. GG, Corvald. Wait. 15's not enough to kill me? Oh my god, he had lifelink last turn. I forgot he had lifelink. Chat. I didn't do the math. We're both still alive. How'd you not get 5 more damage? We'll get there eventually. Wait. Oh, that's a card I've never seen outside of Commander. Ham does it. Mayhem Devil, you just sacrifice a couple tokens, take me out. Oni Cult Anvil will give you even more sacrificeables. And math is for blockers. 3. Couple more. You could eat one with the Oni Cult Anvil. You could cast Corvald and it would kill me. 1. 2, 3, yeah? There we go. Yeah, they got their lethal. Mayhem Devil gets its pings on the stack, and we go boop, 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 boop. It just takes a little bit. Okay. Okay, Grimsby. Please just kill me. Dog? This is rude. Kill me. Alright, I'm leaving because they're not killing me. Sepharoth, Fabled Soldier. Whenever a creature dies, they gain a life, and I lose a life. And they can play lots of things that sacrifice creatures for both players, eventually getting to 4 triggers from Sepharoth, which results in him turning into the One-Winged Angel. Thankfully, I have a 1-drop that I just drew into a 2-drop into 3-drop removal, which can get rid of Sepharoth. That would be great. Bitter Blossom, perfect sacrificable creatures. A Johnny, Modern Horizons game design. Also Guide of Souls Modern Horizon game design. They nerfed this guy. They did not nerf this guy. They should have. They didn't. Tower Realm Warden could also be nice if they don't have anything for me to remove. Since this, like, it can exile this token, but that doesn't feel very good. If I do Stalwart Realm Warden, I'm taxing the next non-creature spell they cast, which could be removal. Guide of Souls. Getting me another... Oh, okay. They're drawing cards. Getting me another energy. Yeah, in paper, this only costs 3 energy to get the buff. It costs 4 here. So I swing in and get my damage in with this taxing ability, just sitting on the side. Also, I just saw my opponent's name. Great. I'm just gonna assume they love Shadowheart. Yeah, use an edict on me. It could work out. It's fine. I definitely wouldn't just be sacrificing a cat so I could flip a Johnny over and turn him into Buffman McGee over here. I'll try to use the hover ship on this Woe Strider. They're definitely able to sacrifice it to Phyrexian Tower, but at least it gets it in their graveyard. Makes it harder for them to block this turn. I have a feeling they won't use anything on this because it would have to be a creature. Go to combat, and I'll swing in with everything still. They only have 1 power, so it's not like I have to worry about a Johnny or Guide of Souls dying. Nice. Another fairy holding down the fort. They also draw cards, I should mention, off Sephiroth's enter ability and on attack ability. Duress! Okay, they got through the tax, and they got to hit my Shatter Skull Smashing. It was a hit. Fairy Rogue, Phyrexian Tower, Sephiroth, what's the vibe? Ashnod's Altar, another sacrifice on demand. I don't have a red card other than Johnny here. Just throwing down Zidane for nothing feels bad. I'm going to go to combat. Put a Johnny in the car. Throw this cat at their face. To flip over a Johnny. Make another cat. Okay, that's my 4th. Cool. What if I had a better line of, like, just playing Zidane? Zidane can't give your own creatures haste. I guess he just would have been crewing the hover ship anyway. They've got up to 6 mana with what I can currently see. Oh, right. 7 mana. Or the Ashnod's Altar. They would need to destroy creatures and planeswalkers to get rid of a Johnny. Meat Hook Massacre, that takes off half of these. The creatures are gone. The Johnny sits around. Please give me a creature to steal. Oh, but I can't steal creatures from them. They'll just sacrifice it. Aww. That's not going to stop me from trying. Hi, Braids. I cannot sacrifice an enchantment. I can sacrifice an artifact. but I wouldn't. I lose 2 life. They draw a card. Great. Here's Zidane. He's very sad. There's nothing for him to steal. We put Zidane in the hover ship. We get a cat. We throw the cat at their face. And we, don't even need to attack. We just sit there, chill, and vibe. GG, Sepharoth. Aserak, the Archlich, is going to be entering and entering and entering again. It keeps entering the battlefield to get a dungeon. They venture into the dungeon, and they keep going through the dungeon, ideally making it so Aserak is free or refunds its cost somehow, usually using discounting spells or sometimes Paradox Engine in order to combo out. And I'm going to play a monkey. Boros has some dang good cards to play in turn 1 and turn 2. I'm never going to get to steal their commander. No, I don't think Zidane's going to do much of anything. Like, maybe if they're playing Soldred in their deck, I might be able to hit that, or Grizzlebrand or something, but I have a feeling that we're just going to be playing this as, like, Boros Blink, and I guess Zidane is there. Rip Ragavan. Okay. They're making me discard. I would probably hit the Kieran here, unless they're like board wipe, board wipe, board wipe, in which case Boros Charm. Yeah, they never actually go through the Tome of Annihilation. That's not what the deck do. Okay, bye, card. I'll play this Goblin Bombardment, because maybe I can steal, like, a token from them, and then fling the token. If they go into, what is it, Twisted Caverns? No, Muriel's Graveyard, they make tokens. Skeleton tokens. Elite Spellbinder. Let me check out what's in their hand. Let me try to make their combo pieces cost 2 more. What do we got? You gonna kill my Spellbinder? I will fling it at your face. Show me your secrets. Okay, they have a tutor, removal, and card draw. I'm gonna make your tutor cost more. Hello, 1 Zidane blood. I just gotta play 18 more creatures. Like this one. Go Aowen Fearless Knight. Nothing to exile, and probably dies to Shoulder's Edict. What non-token creature? I don't have any non-token creatures. I have 1 damage at your face. Polluted Delta, they crack it open. Finding a swamp and playing Necrodominance. How much life are you going to pay? Just a reminder, I have 4 damage to your face right here. Okay, they paid 3. I'll use the Stalwart Realm Warden to make whatever non-creature spell they cast next cost 2 more. Like this one! Or a kill spell or something. Okay, they have a Doomblade. They're using it on the Stalwart Realm Warden. I'm throwing it at their face. 12 life left. Can't believe it dies to Doomblade. In this economy? Alright, the Aserak comes out for the first time. They enter the yawning portal and gain 1 life. I now have to fling 13 damage at them. They paid 1 life. Why did you play Necrodominance? Please make a creature. You have creatures in your deck? They're gaining life. Well, I'm going to hit them in the face, and that gets exiled, so they can only do it once. 12 life! 11, I mean. I know how to count. They're going to Dreadfuge my fling. Okay. I mean, if I had gotten Flage off the top, it would have been a lot of damage. Aserak enters. They scry 1. Right, this is a very, very strange game so far. They scry, put it to the bottom. Wishclaw lets them tutor. It also lets me tutor. Down to 7. Zidane. With nothing to steal. It's just him. In response to Power Word Kill, I throw Zidane at your face. Six life. I guess that can gain them a little. They scry. They're not using their tutor yet. I feel like the card you get might be Sibsig Ceremony. They're down to 3 life. Sun Titan. Yep. It's a Sun Titan. I can make stuff cost more. I can make stuff cost more. I could cast one of these or one of thems. I think I'm gonna go for the Spellbinder. It's got split second, so I'm not able to respond to that. That kind of bums me out. I wanted to hit things. I'll make your board wipe cost more. Not that it really matters. They go up to 6. Hit him with the taxes. Oh, I'm taxing him. I'm taxing him. Here's a Aserak who enters and makes it so. The Elite Spellbinder can't attack this turn, I assume? Yep. Okay, Elite Spellbinder can't attack. But it's also not dead yet. They scry. Oh my god, are you gonna make a skeleton for me? Please do one skeleton for me to steal? Sir Eric, I just need one skeleton. Please, sir. May I have a skeleton? No. Oh. Yarn it! And bought that Wishclaw Talisman. Please, I want to steal so bad. I wish you understood. It's too scary to go look at the skeletons? Okay, fine. Throat gophers. I fling it at your face. This goblin bombardment has done so much for me this game. Aserak enters the battlefield and creates 2 skeletons? Or do you exile the top 2 cards of your library? Ah, no skeletons! Yes, this is Loran or Garnet from Final Fantasy IX. Don't. R.I.P. Garnet. Down to 2. All dungeons. And nothing to steal. They tutor for a card and put it on top of their library. They can then draw that card. I wonder if it's something that lets them sacrifice Necrodominance. 1. I'm sorry, Zidane, it's not your time to shine. It's time for Sokenzan. I make 2 1/1s. They have haste, and I attack you in the face, and you die. That was a very silly game, but I guess I won. GG. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Zidane was super fun and did really well. I maintained over an 80% win rate across about 30 different games while making this video, and I had a lot of fun while doing it. I love Blink decks, and Boros Blink is a fun version of the deck. I also found that people just don't play around active treason even when they know that it's coming, meaning that Zidane can catch people by surprise, and that extra treasure refund you get and the lifelink is a little bit of an extra sugar coating on top. I want to say thank you also to Down Under Thunder for requesting this commander through the Big Dogs supporter tier on the membership part of the YouTube channel. I really appreciate you supporting my channel financially. It helps me do what I do, and it also gave me an excuse to play with Zidane for his birthday. Zidane's in-canon birthday is in September, but Final Fantasy IX came out 25 years ago, and we can celebrate with lots of Final Fantasy IX commanders. I've already done a couple of them. I had done Vivvie and Garnet and Kuja, and now I have Zidane to cap it off. So thank you so much for requesting this as your commander. For everybody else, if you are looking for the deck list, you can find it in the description below. And if you would like to make me make you a Brawl deck, feel free to join the membership program. If you join at the highest tier of the Big Dogs, then you get to request a commander. I'll build a Brawl deck, and as long as it is a feasible commander, I'll also record a Brawl Stars video for it. I'm sorry, if you request something like Build a Pony, it will probably be a 15-minute video of me doing my best. It's Build the Pony. You can only do so much. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.